Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, members. Please welcome the Mayor's Chaplain, Sue Fear, who will be saying prayers this afternoon.
Thank you, Mayor Judy. Let us pray. Almighty God, we come to this extraordinary meeting today to elect a new leader, asking for your guidance, wisdom, and integrity to abound. We thank you for all those who serve this city of Peterborough, and we pray that you will bless and equip Mayor Judy, our councillors gathered here, and our City Council leaders and staff. Help this council meeting to engage in meaningful discussion and to listen to one another respectfully. And may this council always seek the best outcomes for all who live, work and serve in Peterborough, and seek the flourishing of life for the common good. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, it's just getting comfy. I would like to welcome members, those in the public gallery and those watching on the live stream to this meeting today. Members are reminded that the business to be conducted at an extraordinary meeting is restricted to the items of business contained in the request for the extraordinary meeting. Unless Standing Order 14.2 is suspended, should this meeting reach the 2-hour time limit, not included in any periods of adjournment, placed on all extraordinary council meetings, I will interrupt the meeting and call for the vote on the item under discussion immediately. Any member speaking must cease doing so and sit down. The vote will be taken without further discussion. If there are any recommendations on the agenda that have not been dealt with within the 2-hour period, they are deemed formally moved and seconded, together with any amendments. No speeches will be allowed on these items and the vote will be taken in the usual way. We are all aware that this meeting has the potential to be difficult and contentious. I would therefore like to remind members to be respectful when listening to the views from other members, and remember that we have all signed up to the corporate values and members' code of conduct. Finally, I would also like to remind all present that although this is a meeting open to the public, this is not a public meeting, and shouting out and other interruptions will not be tolerated. Anyone who persists in doing so will be asked to leave the meeting in line with the Council's standing orders. In the event of a general disturbance, the meeting will be adjourned until order is restored. I will now hand over to Rachel, the Head of Constitutional Services, to go through some housekeeping points.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and through you. Can all those present please ensure that mobile phones are set to silent? In the event of an evacuation, please exit through the doors at both ends of the chamber, following council staff to the assembly point. As per normal rules, if you wish to speak, please ensure you raise your hand and you'll be invited to address the meeting. The Mayor has confirmed that she is happy for members to stand or remain seated, whichever is the most comfortable, when addressing the chamber. All votes today will be taken via using your cards, the red, yellow and green that are on your tables. There is a points document also on your table. If you wish to raise a point, please raise the pink document and address the Mayor accordingly, stating which point you are raising. If any members arrive after a business item begins, they will not be permitted to speak or vote on that item. Finally, I would like to remind members that this meeting is being live streamed, so please make sure that when you speak, you are using your microphone. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Agenda item 1, apologies for absence. I will now ask the Deputy Monitoring Officer, in absence of the Monitoring Officer, to give any apologies for absence that have already been received.
We've received apologies for absence from Councillors Steve Allen, Chris Harper, Alison Jones, Dennis Jones, Asif Shahid and Anne Shahid.
Thank you. Can I now ask if any members present are aware of any other apologies for absence not read out by the Deputy Monitoring Officer? Sorry, I didn't see right at the end.
Numan Ali Iqbal.
Thank you. Are there any more? Thank you. Agenda item 2, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest from members this afternoon which are not already recorded separately on their individual register of interests?
No.
Thank you. Agenda item 3, reports to council. Agenda item 3A, election of leader of the council. Are there any nominations for leader of the council?
Jamil and Ryland Ray, Councillor Ray,
Councillor Jamil. Councillor Jamil.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We've got a couple of colleagues here who are not too well, so they can get away early. It gives me great pleasure in nominating my good colleague, Councillor Shabina Asakum, for leader of this council. I think she's excellently qualified and she'll do an excellent job. Therefore, I recommend to the Chamber that my colleague, Councillor Shabina Asakum, is elected in due course.
Thank you. Do you have a seconder? Councillor Cole? Thank you. Do you wish to speak now or reserve your right to speak later?
I'll reserve my right, please.
Thank you. Sorry. Yes. I now call upon Ryland Ray.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm pleased to propose a nomination for Councillor Fitzgerald to become the leader of the council. Leading an administration based on skills and experience, bringing together the expertise that we have between the 60 councillors present in this council to deliver the best services for Peterborough. His scheme of delegation provides stability in areas where it's needed, looking to keep existing cabinet members like Councillor Cole and Councillor Quayam in post in their roles as cabinet members, continuing the good work that they're already doing in areas that need stability. We've also extended invitations for members of every political party and non-line members to come together to fill roles in this executive or leading in scrutiny roles which are equally as important. It shows that we can do exactly what numerous councillors have publicly said they want to do, and that's to reset the dial, to come together, to put politics aside and deliver for the people of Peterborough. This proposal hasn't come from backroom deals or side offerings to win votes today. In fact, most members are in positions where they don't even know they've got offers, but they are there because of ability and that alone. I appreciate other political parties may not be allowed to work with all parties, but the Conservatives in Peterborough want to put residents first, and that's done by working together with all members from all wards and all parties. The alternative proposal, we can only speculate. We've not seen the full leader of delegation, but having not been contacted, we believe it isolates a large number of elected representatives because of party politics. Rather than coming together, the alternative seems to be a temporary arrangement that will present challenges when it comes to the business of delivering. Things like the budget and Warrington Fields, where other parties in the Chamber have previously been on polar opposite sides and are now proposing to come together. Hopefully we can all see some sense here and work together going forward. No more political traps, no more withholding of ideas so people can take credit or apportion blame, but collaborative working, getting results and delivering for Peterborough. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Do you have a seconder? Councillor John Howard, thank you. Do you wish to reserve your right to speak or speak now?
I'd like to speak now, Madam Mayor, if I may.
Thank you.
Thank you. No group has the right to govern, so I wish to support an all-party, and those of no party, administration led by Councillor Fitzgerald. A cross-party administration will cover the risk of any more political movements, as everybody is playing a part regardless of politics, and this will stop any more votes of no confidence and stop major policy being voted down by proportionality. Labour's proposal for a more narrow alliance does not fit well with Councillor Kime's good public intent of everyone working together, whereas our proposal genuinely does reset the dial and allows everyone across the chamber the opportunity and responsibility to help govern. Councillor Fitzgerald has experience of bringing members together. Under his leadership, he pioneered the FSWG working group. He's been commended by the Improvement Panel and by cross-political party colleagues in this chamber too. He can help steer us collectively through politically challenging waters through to the May elections. Councillor Fitzgerald has spoken sense in the Chamber and chaired difficult meetings very well this year. The Conservative group have shown responsibility in providing governance to the Labour administration. We saved their budget from falling, we saved their administration from being removed in a vote of no confidence, and we supported their wish to resolve Warrington Fields. The Peterborough First group and Liberal Democrat group tried to bring down the budget and tried to bring down the very administration that is putting a new leader forward today. So now we are offering the greatest duty of governance, and that is to bring all 60 councillors together on a collective push for the people of this city, putting Peterborough before politics by having everyone working together. We are proposing people going into roles based on ability rather than political allegiances, utilising the best expertise and knowledge, keeping stability in key areas like adults and children's, where we need to continue the progress made by the current portfolio holders. With each political and independent group having such low numbers, the best way to assemble the best cabinet and chairs to help steer and serve this city is to take the best from each group. There have been no phone calls or deals, and for this to work it needs everyone, not just a select few. We are fully transparent, and the papers will be just going out on our proposals, which have been assembled without hacking out deals, and for a good 58 members in the chamber, it will be the first time seeing it now. 16 meetings have been postponed or cancelled this year. Enough is enough, and it's time to move forwards. Our proposal is far more robust, as everyone will have collective responsibility, and that's why we believe this by far the best solution for the city. Politics is about choices, and our group are glad to offer the chamber another way forwards. And we ask for your support. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. As we have received all nominations for Leader of the Council, we will move to debate. Members, please note that the debate will be to consider all nominations, and each member has 3 minutes to speak in accordance with the Council standing orders. Does any member wish to begin debate? Councillor Fitzgerald.
Madam Mayor, I'm aware that some members might want to move a motion of no debate. Whilst that's not a good idea, I also respect colleagues that perhaps are feeling a little ill. So I myself will not involve myself in debate, particularly as I'm one of the things to debate. And unless anybody feels strongly, whether that's in my group or in the chamber, I might propose we move straight to the vote.
Is that agreed, or would you like to agreed? Oh.
That's agreed.
It was agreed. Yeah.
It's agreed.
Councillor Hogg, are you seconding the motion without notice?
Thank you.
Do you wish to speak now?
I'd ask for a recorded vote as well. I believe that we need to have a number of people stand up or something.
Okay, let's hold a second. Councillor Fitzgerald, you proposed a motion without notice that the question be put now.
Can I just be clear, because I think Councillor Skipson was expecting, I'm suggesting no vote because we have some members that aren't feeling very well. And I don't want to prolong the debate unless something really important needed to be said by anybody. And I'm not sensing it does. So I'm happy to do that, Graham, on that basis, yes.
Thank you. And Councillor Hogg, you're willing to second that motion? Thank you. Okay, a motion without notice that the question be now put has been proposed and seconded. If any member wishes to debate this motion, please make themselves known now. Is the motion without notice agreed? Thank you. I'll now hand over to...
I'd like to ask for a recorded vote. I think it would actually make things a lot simpler.
I'm happy to second that if it's required.
Have you got a seconder for that? Oh. 15. We need 15? Well, I think we've got 15. Thank you. I will now hand over to Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So as we've got two nominees, I would like you to, when I say your name, I'd like you either to say Councillor Kayoum, Councillor Fitzgerald, or whether you abstain. Okay? Everybody clear? Okay. Councillor Ahmed. Councillor Imtiaz Ali.
Abstain.
Councillor Zamir Ali. Can you put your microphone on, please, for recording?
Councillor Kayoum.
Thank you. Councillor Antunes.
Councillor Coon.
Councillor Ayres. Sorry.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Thank you. Councillor Barkham.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor B.
Councillor Hume.
Councillor Bisbee.
Councillor Kuhn.
Councillor Blakemore Creedon.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Andrew Bond.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Sandra Bond.
Councillor Cohen.
Councillor Boyce.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Sereste.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Thank you. Councillor Cole.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Day.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Dowson.
Councillor.
Councillor Ellis.
Councillor Quayle.
Councillor Elsie.
Abstain.
Thank you. Bear with, I need to turn over. Councillor Farid.
Abstain.
Councillor Mohammed Farouk.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Saqib Farouk.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
You won't be surprised. That would be a turn up. I shall be voting for myself, I think.
Okay. Councillor Judy Fox.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor John Fox.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Geraghty.
Councillor Cohen.
Councillor Hemraj.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Peter Hiller.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Sarah Hillier.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Hogg.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Howard.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Amjad Iqbal.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Jamil.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Jenkins.
Abstain.
Councillor Khan.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Knight.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Mahmood.
Councillor Kayoum.
Thank you. Councillor McNally.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Ormston.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Perkins.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Kayoum.
Well, if I knew the Titan was going to put himself forward, but I guess I'll do what he's taught me to. Councillor Kayoum. Thank you.
Councillor Rafiq.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Rangzeb.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Ray.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Councillor Rush.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Sabia.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Seeger.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Skibstead.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Stevenson.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Strangward.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Thirlbourne.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Ty.
Councillor Kayoum.
Councillor Warren.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
And Councillor Wiggin.
Councillor Kayoum.
I'm just going to confirm with the team. Thank you very much, members. So I have 37 for Councillor Kayoum, 12 for Councillor Fitzgerald, and I have 4 abstentions. Therefore, Councillor Kayoum, you've been elected as leader of the council. Congratulations.
Thank you, members. We will now have a 30-minute adjournment before proceeding with remaining business on the agenda.
30?
Yeah. It might not be 30, but that's what we've got down. But if it's any earlier, then we'll call you back. Thank you, members. We will now continue with the business set out on the agenda. All appendices have been sent to your member email addresses by Democratic Services, and there are hard copies available in the public gallery. Please be seated. Really heavy. Yeah, right. Thank you. Right.
Christian, get me one, will you?
Oh,
Thank you.
you're right.
Just getting hard copies.
Yeah. I'll just wait 1 moment. Can you not find them? Has he not got one?
No.
No? Oh. Is there any help?
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Coffee, I think it's cheap.
I was going for a coffee.
Come on. Right, item 3B, appointment of the Executive and Leaders Scheme of Delegations. Would the new Leader of the Council please move the recommendations?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I stand in respect of the people of Peterborough today and everybody in this chamber. Today's outcome has demonstrated that the majority have supported the perception of a coalition of common purpose, a reality that has begun as of now, and we will ensure we drive forward our ambitions to put Peterborough on the map finally. I'm delighted to have been elected as Peterborough City Council's new leader after the vote at the extraordinary meeting that was held today. We have been elected as a Labour-led coalition formed with the Peterborough First group of independents and the Liberal Democrat group on Peterborough City Council. Our objectives are clear. We are going to hit the ground running to continue the business of the council in a new, collaborative and inclusive administration that will bring with it stability that our city so needs. I'm delighted to welcome Councillor Mohammed Farouk as the new Deputy Leader of Peterborough City Council, and after much discussion over the last few days, we have come to an agreement on how to run our city. I am proud of the Cabinet we have formed, who will bring experience in all areas. To this end, I name my Cabinet as Councillor Mohammed Farouk, Cabinet Member for Growth and Regeneration. A successful businessman, Farouk knows the ins and outs of investment and the negotiations needed to bring opportunity to our city. He is wise and has the skills and knowledge to ensure we grow in this area. Councillor Mohammed Jamil, Cabinet Member for Finance and Corporate Governance. Jamil is my deputy in the Labour group. With his steady hand and long experience in the chamber, also delivering our budget last year, which was incredibly difficult, I have blind faith in him to carry our city forward fiscally in terms of the financial uncertainty ahead. Councillor Neil Boyce, Cabinet Member for Adults. Neil has an extensive portfolio of working with frail and vulnerable adults through his work with the Good Neighbours Rural Peterborough project, which extends to our inner city areas too. I know no one as compassionate and dedicated to lead on this portfolio after I did, and trust in his ability to continue the good work for a brief I care about deeply. Councillor Katie Cole, Cabinet Member for Education and Children's Services. With a commitment that is unmatchable to her role, Katie has steered us out of an inadequate Ofsted to some glowing reports. She has spearheaded the Family Hubs project, improving the lives of children and families across the city. I trust her with our city's children as we bring forth our ambition to make Peterborough a child-friendly city. Councillor Christian Hogg, Cabinet Member for Housing and Regulatory Services. Councillor Hogg brings with him extensive experience of knowing what the temporary accommodation market looks like, and hopefully will follow on from our previous Cabinet members' work with that experience. Councillor Angus Ellis, Cabinet Member for the Environment and Transport. Angus has hit the ground running since he assumed this portfolio. His work ethic in this area is inspirational, and he is one of the most inclusive and collaborative people I know. His competence in tackling the transport brief will see some good changes around safety in our city, which we will all welcome. I welcome, as an addition to the group, our new Cabinet Member for Communities, Poverty and Public Health. Councillor Zamir Ali has experience of representing one of the most deprived areas of our city. Our public health data on health outcomes linked with poverty makes him a good pair of hands to take on the role. We will have Councillor Ray Bisbee as the Cabinet Advisor in Adults to Neil, and Councillor Chris Wiggin as an advisor to Christian. Both are passionate and have lived experience in their roles. As the first female leader of Peterborough City Council after 27 years, our coalition is tremendously proud to have allocated 8 women to chair positions across the committee. It is indeed the start of a new era. I want to thank all my colleagues in the Council today for attending. From now, we only look forward to the future and not the past. Thank you, Madam Mayoress.
Thank you. Would the new Deputy Leader please second the recommendations and ask, would you like to reserve your right to speak or speak now? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Absolutely delighted to welcome the new leader and delighted to second the recommendation and reserve my right to speak.
Thank you. Thank you. Does any member wish to begin debate, or are you happy for me to go straight to the recommendations? Councillor Fitzgerald?
I think we should have some debate on this, Madam Mayor, on the basis that I think the reason for no debate previously has left the chamber primarily, so I'd like to say that we should have a debate on this.
Have I got any speakers? Councillor Ryland.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just to echo my comments from earlier, really, it's good to be able to see this. It's a shame that, again, we couldn't, I appreciate I only sent things out with very small notice, but it's a shame that we couldn't see this beforehand, and the fact that it couldn't be more collaborative. I read the article that the Leader of the Council put in the Peterborough Telegraph that was very much full of hope. It was talking about resetting the dial completely. It looked at getting rid of previous grudges. It looked at working together for the betterment of Peterborough, and that's not necessarily what I see in this scheme of delegation. I've got no doubt that the people appointed have at some point in their lives done something kind of relevant part of the portfolio. That's great, but I think there's a lot of experience within this chamber from our Green colleagues, from the non-aligned members, from the Conservative bench, that's been ignored and not included within this. So it's a shame to see. I wish the people in the roles all the best of luck. You've got tough jobs to do, and hopefully we will be able to support, but we need collaboration, we need transparency, we need to be able to work together. And it's a shame that this first document doesn't allow us to do that. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Are there any more members want to speak? Councillor John Howard.
Thank you for you, Madam Mayor, and congratulations to the new Leader of the Council. I think it's just a shame people have short memories, and those who tried to bring down the budget, those who tried to bring down the administration only 8 weeks ago, have been rewarded very nicely. Everyone else, not so much. So we will see how the next few months go. But as I said in our alternative proposal, I think it leads to a very narrow administration that is very susceptible to very mixed views. So I wish you all the best of luck on voting through the budget and Warrington Fields and everything else. And I hope it goes well, because the city needs it too. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Wayne Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and I'll stand as is the custom. Congratulations to Shabina, of course, but it's worth noting that the delay perhaps in the circulation of the scheme of delegations, which half an hour ago was different and now is completely different again. Maybe my challenge removed me as a chair, not particularly bothered, but it's not a good way to set out the stall in collaborative working to exclude, as my colleague says, quite a lot of the well-seasoned and experienced campaigners. I'm sure I'll get over it, but I'm just saying that it's probably not a good idea to proceed in that way because it seems we're back to party politics and pettiness. Those members that are vice chairs or chairs, and I think might be only my colleague Marco, will not take those positions of vice chairs and chair of anything if that's the way we're to go on. So we will not be held accountable in positions of responsibility other than to the electorate and trying to do our best for this council. So if today is the mood setting for the way we proceed in the future, God help us.
Thank you. Councillor Katie Cole.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I speak today with clarity and conviction. I am 100% behind Shabina. Leadership demands courage, and in this moment I stand shoulder to shoulder with her, not just as a colleague, but as someone who believes in power of principled collaboration. We've been in a difficult position, but I did not come into politics to take an easy path. I came to serve, and for the greater good of this city's residents, I am happy and willing to be part of this coalition that has been set out today. Let us not forget, the residents of Peterborough are watching us. Not just here in this chamber, but across the city and across the country. Regardless of political persuasion, they expect us to rise above division and deliver real change. I was born and raised in Peterborough. This city has made me who I am, and I want others, especially our young people, to look at what we do here and feel inspired. Do they at the moment? It's a time to draw a line, to put personal differences aside, to remember why we are here, which is to serve, to lead, and to build a better future. I am a proud Labour woman, and I will continue to ensure that Labour's message of hope, fairness and change is felt in every corner of this city within the coalition I now sit. Not just in words, but in our actions. Let's move forward together with purpose, with unity, and with the people of Peterborough at the heart of what we do. Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Leader, would you like to exercise your right to speak as seconder?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'll just say a few words. I think what brings us all on the same page here, and I'm delighted to see that, is that we all are drumming about stability. Stability is key. The Conservative colleagues have drummed that, and I think that is the best way to deliver for our residents. I welcome this coalition. Previous occasions when we had something similar to this, and it was unofficial, it wasn't even on a paper, it wasn't even presented in a cabinet, we delivered 60 out of 60 votes for the budget. So it bodes well. It's not about supporting political parties, it's about supporting the residents of Peterborough and what's best for Peterborough. You know, most of us also talking about May's elections, it may be different, but when you look at your polls and you look at the national picture, it may well be more fragmented than we are today. So what this gives us an opportunity today is to start a long-term plan, work together and deliver best for the residents of Peterborough. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Leader of the Council, would you like to sum up?
I would, Madam Mayor. What I'm going to say to members here today is that in order to make an omelette, you have to break a couple of eggs. When you have, it's the first time that a coalition of this size has taken place. I take on board Councillor Fitzgerald's comments around vice chairs and the distribution and equity of it. That's the nature of coming together with different minds and also trying to secure a compromise. I've tried as leader, with other leaders, as best as I could, to distribute and make representation from all political parties and place a lot of my Conservative colleagues into those positions of Vice Chair because I realised their potential. I'm sorry if Councillor Fitzgerald and the rest of the group feel this way. It isn't personal. It was about making representation across the board. And we also have to look at gender balance and giving opportunity to women in our city to develop for the very first time. And that was at the forefront of my mind in which I made this decision. There were lots of heartbreaking decisions that I had to make as well. I had to lose 2 of my cabinet members and give them away. I had to scrap my cabinet advisors from my own party. But that's what one does when you're in a position of leadership. You make sacrifices and you try to bring people together. I would again urge my Conservative colleagues, for the sake of this city and on the ethos of collaboration, that we please come together and you reconsider your positions. It's not a good look for the city. I can understand, perhaps we can have a talk about this, but this wasn't a decision that was made easily, and I've still given representation where I see that we can work together. Thank you.
Thank you. It is recommended that the Council 1. Notes the Leader's scheme of delegation regarding the appointments to Cabinet and delegations made to officers in Appendix 1 and Appendix 2. 2. Notes the appointments of the Shareholder Cabinet Committee at Appendix 3. 3. Delegates authority to the Director of Legal and Governance and Monitoring Officer to update the Constitution to reflect the changes set out in Recommendations 1 and 2. Are these agreed, or shall we now move to the vote? I will now hand over to Rachel to manage the vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillors, we're now voting with your red, green and yellow cards on the recommendations in relation to the appointment of the Executive and the Leader's scheme of delegations. Can all those in favour please raise their green cards, and my team will count accordingly. Thank you. Thank you. Greens can go down. Can I have reds now for against, please? Thank you very much. Any abstentions, please? Just one. Thank you. Just bear with 1 second. Did 2 people not vote? Did everybody feel they voted?
Some members left during the break.
Yeah, yeah. 2 people, lovely. Nick Philball. Okay, we need to go again. Can you clearly raise green cards, please? Clearly keep them raised for my team. And Matt and Karen, can you also count that? They're doing it. Against again, please. Reds, thank you. And that's thank you. And just one abstention? Yep, thank you. Thank you for that. Sorry about that. That's 40 in favour, 11 against, 1 abstention. Therefore, that's carried. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 3C, political balance and allocations of committee seats. Would the Leader of the Council please move the recommendations?
Madam Mayoress, I'm happy to move the recommendations.
Thank you. Does any member wish to begin debate, or are you happy for me to go straight to recommendations? Oh, sorry. Missed a bit, sorry.
Yeah.
I missed Farouk, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Would the Deputy Leader please second the recommendations? Or reserve your right to speak or speak now?
Happy to second, Madam, and reserve the right to speak. In fact, I think go to the vote. I don't think there's much
Thank you.
discussion there.
Yeah, I'll just read it out, but thank you. Do you want to go straight to vote? No. Does any member wish to begin debate, or are you happy for me to go straight to the recommendations? Agreed. Thank you. Who's not agreed? Oh, you want to go to the vote? Sorry? No.
Is there a desire to go to a vote, or is it agreed? If it's not agreed, we go to a vote.
Agreed.
Thank you. Agreed.
Agreed. Right, so we go to this one now. It is recommended that Council, 1, agree the allocation of seats on those committees subject to political balance arrangements at Appendix 1. 2, agree the allocation of seats on those committees not subject to political balance arrangements at Appendix 2. I will now, are these agreed, or shall we now move to the vote? Are they agreed? Yep. Everybody?
No dissension. Yep.
Yes, agreed. Thank you. Item 3D, appointments to committees and other authorities. Would the Leader of the Council please move the recommendations?
I'm pleased to move the recommendations, Madam Mayoress, and would just like to highlight to members to have a look at the gender distribution as well, and that was important.
Thank you. Would the Deputy Leader please second the recommendations and speak now, or reserve your right to speak?
Happy to second, Madam Mayor, and reserve the right to speak.
Thank you. Does any member wish to begin debate, or are you happy for me to go straight to the recommendations?
No, that's the go.
Agreed. Agreed. It is recommended that the Council, 1, agrees the appointment of members of those committees where the allocation of seats has been determined under Agenda Item 3C. Approves the appointment of the Chair and Vice Chair of each of the Council's committees as set out in Appendix 1. 3. Approves the appointment of the non-elected members of committees as described at paragraph 2.3 of the report. 4. Approves the following appointments or nominations for the 2025-26 municipal year. A. The Leader of the Council to act as the Council's appointee to the Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Combined Authority Board and 1 substitute member, Appendix 4. B. The nomination of 2 members of the Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Combined Authority Overview and Scrutiny Committee and 2 substitute members from the same political parties as those nominated, Appendix 2. C. The nomination of 1 member to the Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Combined Authority Audit and Governance Committee and 1 substitute member from the same political party, Appendix 3. D. The appointment of 3 members to the Police and Crime Panel and 2 substitute members from the same political parties as those appointed, Appendix 4. E. The appointment of 4 members to the Fire Authority and 4 substitute members from the same political parties as those appointed, Appendix 4. 5. Approves the appointment of a position of Armed Forces Champion as set out in Appendix 1. 6. Authorises the monitoring officer as proper officer in respect of any other appointments to be made to carry out the wishes of the leaders of political groups in allocating members to committees or other authorities, and to appoint those members with effect from the date at which the proper officer is advised of the names of such members. Are these agreed, or shall we now move to the vote? Agreed?
Agreed, yeah.
Thank you. Before I close the meeting, I would like to wish Charlotte all the very best for her next career adventure. Not finished yet. Well, I'm not finished yet. Charlotte, best wishes for from all councillors and officers. I shall miss you very much. I think you've been absolutely excellent, and all the very best to you for the future. That is the end of today's meeting. Enjoy your weekend.